Sounds tidy, but where's the evidence? No dust clouds, no bursts, just clean, smooth gliding. Musk and Loeb aren't buying it. They're doubling down. Could these be probes, scouts from some long-gone civilization? Maybe even active tech doing who knows what? The data's rolling in hot. Upgraded ground telescopes, SpaceX orbital eyes, Blue Origin's rigs, all locked on. Let's break it down. First time Oumuamua hit, we were caught with our pants down. Basic scopes, rushed math, barely a glimpse before it ghosted. Now, we're loaded. Ground stations worldwide sync up. Private firms pile in, and the tech leagues ahead. These objects aren't slipping away unnoticed. NASA's already huddling with SpaceX, plotting a probe launch to get up close, fast. China's CNCA jumps in with their own plan, and the European Space Agency's eyeing a repurposed rig to intercept. Why the mad dash? If these are natural, we're peeling back the universe's diary. How stars cook up weird rocks light years away. Cool as hell for science nerds. But if they're not natural, that's where it gets nuts. Imagine snagging proof of alien engineering, something built, not born. The implications hit like a freight train. New tech ideas, sure, but also big questions. Who sent it? Why? Are we late to a cosmic party we didn't RSVP for? This isn't just stargazing anymore. It's a race with stakes we can't even fully grasp yet. Every agency, every company, every brainiac is on high alert. We're not letting this slip through our fingers again. So why should you give a damn about some space weirdos? It's not just pretty lights. It's a gut punch to what we think we know. Oumuamua's quirks, acceleration, shape, dead silence aren't just trivia. They're a slap to engineers everywhere, screaming, "Figure this out!" That speed boost, if it's a light sail, we're talking propulsions that ditch fuel for photons. No rockets, no gas stations, just sunlight shoving you across the galaxy. We're already playing with it. LightSail 2 has been dancing in orbit since 2019, tweaking its path with nothing but solar rays. Breakthrough Starshot is pushing tiny probes toward Alpha Centauri with the same trick. If Oumuamua's proof someone else nailed it, we're on the cusp of rewriting space travel. Cheaper, faster, crazier. Zoom out a bit. This isn't just lab talk. The chase for these objects is lighting a fire under real gear. The Vera Rubin observatories gearing up in Chile, set to scan the whole sky every few nights, catching fast movers like Oumuamua before they blink out. That's not pocket change. Billions in optics, computing, manpower. But what is it worth? Everything. Spotting these things early means we're not just reacting, we're hunting. Whether it's aliens or not, every byte of data fuels the space race. NASA's got its budget, sure, but private players like SpaceX and Blue Origin are dumping cash in too. Satellites, scopes, probes, you name it. Think about the ripple. If we crack light sails or snag interstellar rocks, it's not just cool, it's practical. Space gets accessible, exploration booms. Maybe mining asteroids for rare metals isn't sci-fi anymore. It's not some sales pitch. It's where this heads if we keep pushing. And the push itself, it's jobs, breakthroughs, a whole industry waking up. Knowledge doesn't sit still, it builds stuff. Oh, and if you're vibing with this cosmic rabbit hole, jump in with us. Subscribe tomorrow. We're peeling...
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakudash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to you, Arkham, pushing this word in sincerity and truth. This is your brother Yassad back at you with another lesson we're going to edify. Yeah, and this one here is, the chariots of the Lord are around. And they cannot hide it anymore, because we know this man, his heart is deep. He searched. He's carried forth a diligent search. So they might want to fool the minds of the simple and make people think it's a big rock and whatnot. But hey, these things are the vehicles of the Heavenly Father. And yes, they are frightened, right? Because this is just a great reminder to them the fall of the kingdom, right? More and more, they're seeing these massive ships appearing, right? We know they don't want to come out and tell the public the truth, but with the prophets, we making Esau bear, and through the spirit uncovering all his lies, right? Because we know, as he mentioned there's many SpaceX, the EU, China were there, optical services, and their space shuttles and the satellites and the all their groups per se looking into the firmament, because all of them, they know the Lord is coming back. That is why the US, it wasn't coincidentally, they had to set up a space force. That wasn't just a coincidence, because they know there are things out there, right? And these years they are enemy to this man's kingdom, so he is still gonna push to advance his technology to make sure that he have full eyes upon the skies when the Lord return, because they're gonna plan to fight against the Lord, which they won't prevail. So let's go into the scriptures. Right. Book of Obadiah. Obadiah 1, right, and verses 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, right? Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, and saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Yeah, because they boast about their power, their empire, their kingdom, but they, gain, more and more advancing in the technology and whatnot. It just puffing them up more. It even puffing them up to the state that they have full belief that they could fight against the Heavenly Father and prevail. It said, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. What the eagle is known for? I was watching a little thing, the distance are different animals, the distance that animals could see from, and I think the eagle could have seen for 3,200 miles away. I believe it was 3,200 miles. That's it. and we know they have their technologies set up in the skies to spy upon when the Lord is about to come. It's saying, though thou set thy nest among the stars, all the satellites. I was even taking in a video at how many different satellites Elon Musk has. It's like this man has satellites right around the world, compassing the world, as meaning, having a satellite in every direction up in the firmament. Also, the video was breaking it down, and these are the eyes in the atmosphere. The type of things if we just seeing, these chariots sighting now and then, sometime it will pop up, the chariots being revealed all over the earth. Imagine how many they are actually seeing, how many popping up on their radar, It say, thence will I bring thee down, say the Lord. Yeah, right. And again, the Psalm 60, 68, okay, 64. The Psalm 64, and 6. They search out iniquities, they accomplish with diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. So they have their scientists setting up and advancing into telescopes and advancements on the satellites, to spy out, when the Lord is about to come. So yes, they know perfectly well what is out there. It had a video going about with this massive chariot, many times larger than the earth, that was recorded on the database. So who knows how many chariots they see? Maybe even much bigger than the earth, or many different sizes of chariots they maybe have witnessed, but they ain't gonna bring these things out to the public, because it's gonna start to unveil all this man's lies, right? But these chariots here, they are here for a reason. Zechariah 5:1. And I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. Because the chariots, they come in many different sizes, shapes, There are many different chariots, shapes, sizes, many different appearances. So this one here, the prophet had seen here. It say, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll, and length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits, a small chariot. Then saith he unto me, this is the curse. So that massive so-called rock, or mama, or whatever they're calling it, because he's saying, could this thing be some kind of advanced technology, or ancient technology before them and whatnot? You have it correct. That is the chariots of the Lord. It's technology that was there way before you guys, right? But yeah, it said, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth, for everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. I will bring it forth, said the Lord of hosts, and it shall come into the house of the thief. Who is the thief? Micah 2:2, he covered fields and take them by violence. Malachi 1 going down, chapter 1 going down. This man is known as the border of wickedness. By thy wisdom and traffic, thou hast gotten the riches. I'm gonna see here. Let's see. And I will bring it forth, saith the Lord, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of the house of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Yeah, because the Lord is coming back to destroy you. His arsenal is the nuclear missiles alongside with the chariots. Psalm 68, Yeah, 68 and 17. The chariots of the Lord are 20,000, even thousand of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. Psalms 13. So 2 Ezra 13 and 1. And it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, which is the angels. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were under him. And wheresoever the voice went out of his mouth, all burned that heard his voice, like as the earth feeleth when it feeleth the fire. And afterwards I beheld, lo, there was gathered together a great multitude, a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue. Because again, China, they mention China, EU, Babylon, SpaceX, and all these things have their companies set up, spying upon the firmament. And the scriptures say the heathens are dismayed at the signs of the heavens. Yeah, let's see. From the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea, which is out of the people, because the Lord, he's gonna appear, among the people, but in his massive chariot. But I beheld, and lo, he had craved himself a great mountain. Yeah, so that big massive rock with a scene there, that right there could be a real massive chariot, just in the form, or it could even be a chariot, and that's just the natural features blending in. Who knows, right? Let's say, what I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. Because the Lord said, lo, he cometh with clouds, all eyes gonna see him. The chariots are the Lord, right? But I would have seen a region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not, because the size of our fathership that is coming, And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him was so afraid, and he had thus fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire. Because here the laser beams from these chariots. And out of his lip a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out spark and tempest. So yeah, and all these things are seen in the atmosphere. These things waiting for the said time to come and bring that judgment on this earth, 2 Ezra 9 measured out the time diligently in itself, wherein thou shalt see the highest will begin to visit the earth which he made, Hopefully this last ones are defined. WNC elders and the apostles are with millstone. Salutation, the Archeum, until the next one. Shalom.